And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So USC's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Paul? Like winning the Jewled Shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana. And California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly,
turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Rushes on him. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff to the ground.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Fox. Got the back over the middle. Spins away from the defender. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
Well, you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Another incompletion on third down. The Trojans will call on their punt team.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. He'll keep it himself. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He'll pull it on the read. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Into the end
the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
14, USC, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield, it's Fox. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him. You try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The gift to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for the score. Intercepted to stop the threat. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Trojans have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. That's caught. It's foul.
Nice nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive system.
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Dropping back, it's Fox. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, USC. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the single back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Jewled Shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, We're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down.
Touchdown, Irish! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Alvarado. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw. And then
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Offense in a bunch formation. The give out of the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
It's now second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the back in motion. And back to the air on second down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Going to try to get it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustment.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, it's the first down. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jewled Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewled Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Fox. Makes the grab, it's Alvarado. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wormley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Trojans! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quick strike complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really...
There he goes! Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Trojans getting set on first and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some...
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. Fires one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He gets it out to the